So what is up YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys must be wondering, the Ladakh series is going on, how come this video popped up? Well, it's about the Hunter 350. I'm super excited. I'm wearing my classic t-shirt also, but after this I will get back to my Ladakh series and complete it because the ride is gonna go insane. So मेरी basically पूरी कोशिश थी कि आज ही पूरा vlog हो जाए, but it's raining. Hunter 350, why is it so amazing? Why people are loving it so much? Let's go find out. Well, when the Meteor was launched by Royal Enfield, the Thunderbird family was very happy. Then the Scram 411 happened, so the Himalayan family was happy. And then they launched the Classic 350 with the J platform. And now what do we have? We have a new breed, Hunter 350 by Royal Enfield. Let's start today's review. So the first thing, you look at this motorcycle, you're quite above. That means this has gone lower, but doesn't mean that the ground clearance is compromised. The tires have got 17. That's the whole focus. The tank is different. Everything on this motorcycle is new. This is completely a new breed. This is kind of a crossover because you still have the J platform engine, which has been used in the 350 Classic as well as the Meteor, and it is tweaked, it is tuned differently, because this will have a ride review also. So I have this motorcycle with me since 3 days. Thanks to the thunder gods, I'm always drenched. However, I'm loving this motorcycle so far because it still has the Royal Enfield DNA. The thump is there with a very roadster kind of a muffled sound, which I will make you guys hear. The video will be not focusing on tech specs because that's quite done. So I'm going to talk about my feelings about this motorcycle. Around 20 horsepower and 27 torque, which is decent. Torque is the main game of Royal Enfield. That's the DNA I was talking about. This is more towards the modern side, and the best part about giving it the modern touch, they have blacked out the entire motorcycle. Basically all the parts match with your frame and the whole designing, so it looks really nice and very appealing to me. When you personally see this motorcycle, it does look like a smaller package. Perfect motorcycle for a person to use it in city, go for rides. I feel it'll even do well for touring. So even the battery cover is completely changed. You can see both sides now look a little capsule shaped, which gives a modern touch again. The exhaust is completely different. Royal Enfield had that DNA of giving those longer exhausts. That's no more there. This is very sporty and very short, and great touch of the heel guard along with the foot pegs for the pillion. And when I sat on the pillion seat, because Abhideep, who's here right now shooting, also rode this motorcycle, I really felt the pillion seat is decent. Whenever people talk about the suspensions initially, I have a doubt on that because this is a new motorcycle. And coming from a Royal Enfield family, Royal Enfield suspension gets better after use. So initially it's always stiff, but I find this much stiffer compared to the Classic 350 I rode with the J platform. So maybe it'll open up slowly. Otherwise, this is pretty good. Being urban, city, whatever you want to call it. Now it comes with alloy wheels. Yes, you see that smile on my face because most of the Royal Enfield people know what I'm talking about. It comes with Royal Enfield alloy wheels and they look pretty sick. Imagine this motorcycle coming with a 650cc engine. It'll be so good, right? The alloy wheels are really nice, but imagine they're 17s. That's where everyone's eyebrows were like, what? 17 on both? I would really recommend to take a test ride of this motorcycle. You'll really understand. This is so cool. I think I should not call it a motorcycle. This is now a motorbike, right? So because it is very much like that. The engine is so refined and smooth that it really feels good, and you like to go for long rides also on this motorcycle. Grab rails are very different. You know, you would expect a traditional looking thing, but the whole DNA of this motorcycle is like a modern look. Fiber used for the fender. Front fender also is fiber, and even the headlight, you'll be surprised. Change first time in my life, I'm seeing Royal Enfield headlight made out of hard fiber, which is good. So that makes the bike lighter, nearly 14 to 15 kilos, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, from the Classic 350. Females who are getting into biking, who are looking for a 350cc but they feel the Classic is too heavy or the Meteor is too heavy, check this out. How low is the seating? I'm 5 feet 8 inches tall and I can literally flat foot, both my feet, well grounded. In fact, yesterday I was doing a little bit of off-road on this, and moving this bike is also very easy. Like if this was literally my Interceptor right now, I would be putting a little more pressure. Obviously that's a parallel twin, but seriously, this feels like a very light motorcycle, and I'm glad Royal Enfield has done something like this. This is a bike, a crossover, where you will still enjoy the engine of Royal Enfield and the whole feel of modernization. So you'll like to take this anywhere you want. In fact, this could be the first motorcycle of people who are getting into Royal Enfield DNA, and I think this is a really good move. Talking about the handlebar, perfect, as you can see, broad enough. Levers are really nice. I wish this was there in Interceptor, but maybe the shotgun would have this. You never know. So switches and everything derived from Meteor. The same has been used in Classic. I like this informative system button here. So you can actually maneuver you can toggle around the instrument cluster. The instrument cluster is half analog, half digi, which looks a little bit of retro also. I like the positioning of the speedometer, which is really cool. It's visible, perfectly visible. One thing is missing is the navigation port. I think that is going to be discontinued. Maybe some app issues or something like that, connectivity issues. I have no idea about that, but that is not present here. If I'm not mistaken, you can opt for that by paying some extra money. That's what I knew last. I don't know about any changes done recently. I think now it's time to hear how this motorcycle sounds. Also, let's go for a nice spin and talk about other things on this motorcycle. What better way to start this vlog with some off-road. Welcome to Mumbai streets. I thought this would be a great start to start, because this is the reality, and this is why this bike would be a nice versatile bike for taking you everywhere. I think the alloy wheels are strong enough. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm not wearing gears because yesterday my gears got drenched on the highway. I will review this bike first, and since I'm riding it since 3 days, discuss with you guys how this motorcycle is. Currently my clutch lever is extremely hard, but that is not all the bikes, because I checked one of the bikes there that didn't have a problem. So I have to set this. Didn't get the time to do it because I was riding hard, and yes, it took me 2.5 hours on a motorcycle from Worli to Malad because of traffic. And after that I touched the highway to test the potential of this bike. This is smooth, and when Royal Enfield says they have done the tuning, I'm sure they have done it. So you'll feel a little difference in the pickup of the first gear comparing this to the Classic. When you ride this motorcycle, you're snugging the tank automatically because the sitting position is such. I don't know how this would be for a 6-footer tall guy, so that's a little different feeling I got from the Classic. Now, one thing good, being lighter, this becomes nimble. Being nimble, it's very easy to cut traffic or lean this bike however you want it. But due to range, I'm going a little easy, and I'll get a good stretch maybe ahead, and I'll show you guys how well this picks up. But the engine is so smooth. Remember, back then people used to say duk duk duk. What they meant was torque, torque, torque. Low end torque, superb, good grunt. Back from Ladakh since a week, so I thought, why not? Okay, good brakes. That was a test for you guys. See, this is what I mean, that you can cut it the way you want. So this becomes a street bike, it becomes an urban cruiser, it becomes a highway cruiser. Quite a versatile motorbike. So I thought, I'm back from Ladakh since a week, why not go towards the beach? One thing I've noticed, I must say, the horn is different. Do you hear that? It's different. Look at these roads, look at this. This is what I ride regularly. This is the kahani of Mumbai people. Okay, one thing I can certainly assure people who are booking this bike, they will go easy,
but at good stretches they will not go easy on this bike because they want to hear that, the exhaust note. I don't think so you're gonna customize this exhaust anymore. Royal Enfields were known for aftermarket exhaust. You won't need for this bike. It would have been awesome if it was Hunter 650. Maybe it's in the pipeline, maybe it's not. The torque, the long stroke is such a big difference. Such a big difference. You know, this exhaust is sounding like a measurement tool for torque. You want to know what torque is? Very nimble feeling. Seriously, I think this is a very easy bike. Initially, I used to always say that Royal Enfields are not exactly your first motorcycle because of the weight and power ratio and stuff. I think this can be the first motorcycle of the young generation as well as the old generation like me. I would love this motorcycle. Yeah, maybe a parallel twin with it, nothing like it. The 17 and 17, the tire ratios feel good. Not a big complaint. See the roads we ride. It's like I'm reviewing an adventure bike. The shocks feel a little stiff, especially the rear one. Well, I don't feel the nose dives yet. And yes, that's where Royal Enfield geometry works. But the rear is going thud. I mean, not taking it in a back. I mean, I'm pushing it that hard. It's my bad. One thing is for sure, you're not going to change the exhaust on this motorcycle. Yes, so the power to weight ratio makes a difference. Braking is bang on. I'm liking the brakes.
But I hope you guys like this video. This is what I could do in a nutshell because it's raining. If you did, you know what to do. Press the thumbs up button, subscribe. As usual, eat well, sleep well, be good. Signing off. Ride with Raj. Keep hunting.
कैसा लगा बाइक चला के?
नहीं समझ आया?
नहीं,
मजा आ गया.